Welcome to another PC Sports Cards PSA submission reveal. This is Josh with PC Sports Cards. We are the largest group submission, sending in nearly 400,000 cards in 2020 and already over 30,000 cards in 2021. This is an express submission. Express means a 5-day turnaround, which is actually taking about a month all in. This one was shipped on 12/11, checked in on 12/16, popped on 1/15. Take holidays into account because PSA is closed, and you have the right exact amount of time as we expect. This was a 98 card submission that had 18% gems and 54% mint, but we have some really cool cards, and we're actually going to be talking about a lot of iconic cards today. What we do is one of these submissions every single time every single time an order comes back, we do one of these reveals. So if you want to see those, just hit that subscribe button, click the little bell to get an alert, and that's what you'll see. So without any further ado, let's get started, and I'll go into the cards that we are going to discuss today. So first up, we have a Prism Donovan Mitchell red, white, and blue. Again, remember, there were only 18 gems in this entire order of 98 cards, so not that many gems, but doesn't mean we don't have topics to talk about. Today we're going to talk about 3 very iconic cards, about their values, future values, how they can compare to each other, some grading stuff. We're going to discuss PSA value versus BGS value later on in the video. You have a De'Aaron Fox here. And again, since this is just a 100-card submission, we're not going to just fly through the cards. We're going to take a little bit longer on each card. We're going to talk about some more in detail, and we're going to really dive into what we're doing with some of these cards. So, first card we're talking about is probably one of the absolute hottest cards on the market. We have a LeBron James Topps Chrome rookie. This one got an 8. We actually saw this beforehand, guessed it was going to get an 8. It got an 8. You can see why. Centering's off top to bottom, a little bit left to right, but pretty good. Clean overall. Looked at the card, surface is clean. So if you look at this card, you'll see there's 890 PSA 8s in the world, 2,500 or so PSA 9s, and 2,000 PSA 10s. So the key number there is the PSA 9. That's the key card you really want to get for your collection. That's the one that's going to show a big percentage increase. Anything below that is a little bit less of an increase compared to higher. And as you go higher, you're going to see big dollar value increases. So this rookie, LeBron, like we said, it's absolutely, completely on fire, going up every single day. It's literally, it's basically mirroring Bitcoin right now. It's that insane. $9,000 back. A PSA 10 was $9,000 back in October, and now they're going up over 28 to 30 grand. That's literally the same as Bitcoin. It's crazy. So we're gonna I don't have a visual for it, but PSA 8s in October were $1,500. They're now $3,000. They doubled. PSA 9s were $2,000. They're $9,000 now, 4.5 times what they were. And PSA 10s were $9,200 to $10,000. Now they're $30,000. Big number jump. Obviously, percentages aren't going to be the same. But when we're talking about what we're going to collect and what we think we want to invest in, we want to invest in that card that's the break. We want to invest in the card that there's the highest number. We want to invest right above that, actually. So 10 is really what you want to get for the big number, but 9s are safe for explosive growth, and that's where we saw $2,000 to $9,000 in a 3-month period. So I hope that was clear. It might not have been. Ask questions below if you want to understand it a little bit more. I'll dive a little bit more into it as we go on with this video. So we have a Hoops Premium Stock Black Pulsar. These Pulsar cards are sick. I love the Pulsar cards. You can see soft corners, but a great card nonetheless. You know, we're seeing explosive growth across all of those key cards. Durant came up. We have a Durant coming up that we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail. You know, all those older rookie cards. So my boy Duncan, he went down to $900. He's back over $1,600 for a PSA 10. I think a Kobe did $12,000 in BGS 9.5. One question we get asked a lot, a Lulu Auto. One question you get asked a lot is, why is there such a big price difference between PSA cards and BGS cards? You know, yes, PGS is the gold standard right now. BGS fake slabs is hurting it. You know, they're not doing much in the technology world to cover that up, while PSA is. They're protecting it. They're coming up with different fail-safes to sort of protect the cards. And we're going to dive into some numbers later on when we get to some of these other iconic cards. We're going to deep dive into some numbers and show why. And it's not just the cards that we're talking about today. It's almost everything. You're going to see the same exact type of difference when it comes to PSA versus BGS, and that's going to be why the price difference is so big. Woo-wee! We got a Justin Herbert, PSA 10, Prism. These are going to be hard grades, guys. This is the second card we're talking about today. You know, we got only 106 in. A couple videos ago, we had 40 in. We're going to keep on seeing these come back. You can see we have raw grade on the top. We have raw grade as a 10 and then as a 9. So how do we decide what we're sending in? Listen, that spread, 150 to 200, not worth sending in express when you're getting a 50-50 chance of getting a 9 or a 10. It's not worth it. Send it standard. Let it come back in a couple months. 900, that was over 1,000. 102 bids. Ton of people want these cards. It's not slowing down. 102 bids on a PSA 10, guys. That's a lot of people getting involved in that auction. They're going to keep on getting involved in those auctions. Herbert's going to be a buy coming up in a couple months. Don't rush. Don't send them in now. Send them in our 20-day. Well, it's not 20 anymore. Send them in our standard order. Standard just means declared value up to $4.99. You may get upcharged if it's a 10. If it comes back, price is probably going to go down a little bit more. You know, first ones were over $1,200. Now $900. I wouldn't be surprised to see these fall down into the $600 to $700 range as we get through the year. But just an example there. Not worth sending an express when you have a 50-50 shot. And if you don't get that grade, you're losing money. Not worth it. Not worth it. Send it in the standard order. You know, so 2 people asked me on my live yesterday if I like the Black Velocity more or I like the Genesis. I guess I talk about them a lot, but look how sick this card is. Number to 39, PSA 9, John Morant rookie. Number 9 of 39. Like, this is so cool. I love those cards. We got a Ja Silver. Zion PSA 10. We don't have any notes about the Zion, but what we saw, this is a trend. This is the cyclical part of the industry, cyclical part of the hobby. We're going to see explosive growth before the season starts. People are going to want to get into cards, want to get into those baseball cards coming up. That's the next season coming up. We're going to see all the key guys go up. And then as the season goes down, unless they're blowing away the competition, we're going to slowly see that market start trickling down. Because guess what happens in May and June, everybody? That's right. Everybody's buying football and basketball for that next season. So we're selling baseball at a profit, and we're moving on to the next thing. It keeps on moving. The markets keep on changing. See a lot of people putting out some videos now about, oh my God, Zion dropped. Nobody would have expected it. Yes, you would expect it. Learn how the market works. Understand it beforehand. Go into it with that knowledge. It'll make it a lot better for you going on. We got back-to-back PSA 10s, rookies hollow. You know, I'm not saying that all these guys are sells now. You know, if you think they can make a big playoff run, buy them. Pink Swirl, this is number like 11 or something, right? 6 of 11. He wishes he shot 6 of 11 the other night when he had 0 points. Fantasy team did not like that. Darius Baisley Silver. Darius Baisley Auto. Luka Shock. PSA 8. Not surprising here. Remember that conversation we had the other day. You know, if you don't go back a few videos, we talked about the shock cards in a lot of detail. Very low pop, very hard to grade. Send them standard or send them bulk. Do not send these in express. Again, standard declared value is $4.99. Takes about 4 or 5 months to get back. Bulk, we're looking at $15 a card for this kind of card, and it's going to take you 6 to 8 to 10 months. You know, it's going to take a while to get it back, but there's no reason to pay that extended premium on that card. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. I know he's the hottest name in hockey, but I don't know anything about him. Jadon Sancho, green velocity. Again, I just love the velocity cards. I think this is like a card on a card, like with the squares. Ja Reactive Orange. Ja Green Mosaic. I'm laughing a little bit back here because, you know, the next one is up, Genesis. Like, these are sick. That's just a cool card. I guess you guys are dogging on me now about it, though. Got Cam Reddish. Zion. Got Bron. 2008 Topps Chrome. Some of the best pictures you've seen on this in a set. The set is becoming very collectible. All right. Next card we're talking about, Durant. Durant again. Look at this. $900 raw. A PSA 8. Sorry, it got cut off there. Is $930, and a PSA 9 is $2,100. PSA 10s are going as high as $8,000, guys. And look at that pop report again. We're going to see those big numbers. Raw is equal to an 8 in this kind of card. You know, PSA 9 and 10, we're going to see an increase in value. These have absolutely exploded. Again, him and LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Duncan to a degree. A lot of those guys are absolutely blowing up. Key cards. I'm going to say Duncan a lot. It's not that I'm repping my guy Duncan. I just think he's undervalued. That's why I have all of them. I'm not trying to sell you on him. Don't buy him if you don't like him. I have a lot. But he's gone up a bunch. You know, Garnett's gone up a little bit. Vince Carter's gone up a little bit. You know, all those other guys, even if you go back to the 80s, guys like Reggie Miller, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Stockton, all those guys are going up. Kobe Draft Redemption, that's a sweet looking card. Lots of basketball stuff is absolutely going up. You know, hopefully we see some other markets go up with it. Talking about baseball, guys. Talking about baseball. I think baseball is going to go up with it soon. Off center. This is still Kobe rookie. Yeah, to me this is a little bit overgraded. I think this is closer to an 8, but I didn't grade it. More hockey. Yeah, so when people ask me if like the grader was hard, like I think that's overgraded. So I don't know. Panini Super Calcio. All right. These express orders are fun, man. It's I really enjoy seeing all these older cards, seeing newer cards but higher value cards that we can really dig into values and see how collectible some of these cards have gone. I mean, a couple years ago we were buying bronze at like $1,800. I have a comment where I was asking about something 7 years ago, and bronze PSA 10s were $300, and now they're $30,000. Think about that. Mecca silver PSA 9, like oh. Herbert red. Luis Robert blue auto. We got the Acuna sticker auto, silver pack autograph. Number to 30. We got a Jeets, 1 of 1. 1 of 1. My boy Tatum, PSA 9. Love me some Tatum. Giannis. Ultra Retro. LaMelo Ball. These are some of the 9s that you see the pop report. By the way, check the pop report again on the silvers. I think there's, between the two main LaMelo Ball cards, I think there's 50 graded and there's 46 PSA 10s. So if you're getting those, still time to get rid of them. You know, the new products are going to start coming out in basketball, and you're going to want to have that money for pro uniform stuff. Going to keep on saying that, keep on reminding you. You know, you'll probably see somebody make a video about it later on saying, oh my God, what's happening? Look at this. Plan for it. Know it before them. Herbert Orange PSA 9. I don't know why this is a 9. I know I looked at this one. I said this one was going to be a 10. I still think this card should be a 10. I mean, got some white on the corners, I guess, but I don't know. Sharp, man. That's a sharp card. Herbert. Downtown. All right. Now, for our baseball conversation, we have Mr. Michael Trout. PSA 10's coming in. So, this is what I said we were going to talk about. We were going to talk about the difference between BGS and PSA. Nothing better to talk about than one of the most iconic cards. I mean, and look, by the way, before we get into this, look at the pricing. $3,200 for a PSA 10. That is a little bit between 1/3 and 1/2 the price of Durant. It's basically 1/10 the price of LeBron. He was never 1/10 the price of LeBron. Basketball cards have absolutely exploded. Look at everything. Look at Luka. Look at Zion. Look at all those guys. Compare them to the new up-and-coming guys. I know the international basketball market is hot. I know the domestic basketball market is hot. Baseball is undervalued. If you don't see it, I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now, my feeling, baseball undervalued. It will catch up at some point. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be this year, but at some point, baseball will catch up. It will get hot again. But that's not the topic here. The topic here is PSA versus BGS. Why is a PSA 10 $3,200? Why is a BGS 9.5 $2,100? I did take a true gem, so we can have that comparison. We don't talk about 9 centering and all that other nonsense. But look, 69% of PGS cards come back as a gem or better. 58% come back as a gem. There's no better than a gem when it comes to PSA. So that right there, and it was, by the way, it was like 69.57%, so I could have put 70. I was trying to keep it a little closer, and it was just under 58. It was like 57.9%. So that spread was a little bit bigger when I did the numbers. But the devil's in the numbers, man. That's why it's different. This is not unique to Mike Trout. Zion is 75 versus 57. You know, there's a lot of the cards, a lot of the main collectible cards. That's why you're seeing that number. That spread is getting bigger, and not for nothing, a lot of those gems at BGS were PSA 9s or did not get min grade. I'm not saying for Trout. I'm not saying for anything specific. I'm just saying what I see going in. Got a 9 here. Right? That's why you're seeing the PSA 9 catch up to the BGS 9.5 because of the numbers. It's just strictly stats. Brady 7. You know, if you disagree with me, feel free to tell me. Comment. Disagree with me. I love when people disagree with me. It's a fun conversation. Just come with some stats. Come with some information. Don't just say because you think or because you heard. Come with some actual information. Because I go by the numbers. I don't go by what I feel. Another iconic card. PSA 9 Topps Chrome Peyton. PSA 9 Topps Chrome Peyton. PSA 9 Curry. Lamar RPA. Probably one of the best running backs that ever played quarterbacks in football. Probably the best running back that ever played quarterback in football. And by far, not even close, the best interview you could have after a football game. Sick card, though. Yeah, Jeets. Gold X Factor. You see a print line coming over here. Whose card is this? Nice card. Donovan Mosaic. Mosaic auto. Ja Morant auto. Again, guys, this is our express submission. $65 a card. Declared value limit $19.99. These do take about a month to come back. We get them back. We ship them out as soon as we can, usually after we do the reveal. Kobe Gold! Kobe White Gold, that is. 4 of 10. Guys, I love Kobe White as a player. Just don't love him as the buy right now. Ruby Wave, Red Wave. It's Ruby Wave for Prism, Red Wave for Mosaic. Makes no sense. LaMelo Ball, PSA 10. Sabrina Blue, PSA 9. All right, I think we have mostly gaming cards left. We like to separate the gaming cards to the back. So so that we can go through sports cards and then gaming cards at the end. We do have a nice LaMelo Ball in here, even though it got a 9. Green Pulsar, number 2/5. Numbered 3 of 5. Oh, I didn't even realize this was here. This is a sick card. Ja Morant Optic Blue Auto PSA 10. This is a great card. 25 of 99. He came back flaming hot, huh? Luka Stained Glass. These cards were sick in the late 90s. Luka Pink Swirl, number 211. 5 of 11. Charizard. Alright, some more Pokemon stuff. Alright, well, we do appreciate everybody watching all these videos. This was a good one. A lot of cool cards, a lot of great conversation. I think this is going to be one of the most informational videos that we put out. Again, every day that we get a submission back, we're going to make a submission video, so you're going to see a lot of these things. If you have anything specific you want us to talk about, let us know. To see when we put them out, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell to get alerts. And a Pikachu PSA 6. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.